Everybody, it's Chris Eads, known online as Wootini, with another Gay Gamer video podcast. This week, I went to see what everyone else saw this weekend, which was Dune 2. Dune Part 2, technically. I had wanted to see it in 70mm IMAX up at Lincoln Square AMC. However, I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous episode when I tried to buy the tickets, like last month, that I just couldn't. I'm trying to pick a seat, and it just wouldn't go through. It just wouldn't go through. Like, they were just so overloaded with people trying to buy tickets for the 70mm IMAX that, like, you couldn't do it. It's like Oppenheimer all over again. So I ended up at the 42nd Street IMAX, which is not as good, but it's, other than that, it's the best one, I think. Although I've never been to the Kips Bay IMAX, but I can't imagine it's better than 42nd Street, but I don't know. Anyway, the movie is great. On the big IMAX screen, fabulous. It's epic, amazing science fiction. I love these movies. They are amazing. I love them. They're great, visually stunning, great performances. Although I will say that Christopher Walken as the Emperor was mildly distracting. He wasn't as bad as I thought he was going to be. Because at first I was like, oh, it's freaking Christopher Walken, but then he was okay. So I was like, okay, he's like acting, he's not being Christopher Walken, except that he's just Christopher Walken. He's still Christopher Walken, and it's very distracting, for me anyway. But like the effects are great, and it's incredible what he was able to accomplish. I don't know if it's a good adaptation. My friends who have read the book say that it is. It's just streamlined. I have no problem following the movie, so that's good. I did try to read the book like back in like junior high or something, and it did not go well. I don't think I got more than a couple chapters into it. It was just too impenetrable. I could try again, but I think I'd rather just watch the movie. We'll see. But yes, totally recommended. This is definitely something to see on a big screen. It's fantastic. Epic. So, and the other reason why I wanted to go see it at 42nd Street was because it was a good IMAX screen, but also because afterwards I could walk up to the Lego store on 5th Avenue at like 50th Street. So, because of course the problem is that when I did this on Saturday afternoon, it happened to be a pouring torrential rainstorm. And of course, as always, that flagship Lego store has a line around the corner to get in, because it's not just a store, there's lots of crap to see, and it's like a tourist destination, not just a store. So I had to stand in line in the rain for a while, but thankfully the line moves quickly, and it was all worth it, because the day before, the Lego Animal Crossing sets were all released, and I needed to possess them because they are Animal Crossing, and they are also Lego. Two things I love. So I have all of the sets now. Plus, I got 2 bonuses with my purchase. And also, half of this purchase was covered by the gift card I got for my birthday from my husband. So thanks to my husband for half my birthday present. And then I got 2 rewards. One was just like a little mini house that's like whatever. The other one is a small mini bag of Maple's pumpkin farm or whatever. Pumpkin patch something or other. And I was like, what? Because if you didn't order right away, they're going to run out of those, and then you won't get that. And that's going to go for like, in a few months, that's probably going to be costing a lot of money on eBay. So I'm very glad I got it. And that was actually the first thing that I built, because I knew it would take 2 seconds. And then it was like, what do I build first? Do I start big and work small, start small, work big, alternate? I don't know. But in the end, I ended up doing Cappen's boat tour because I wanted to do Cappen. I love Cappen. So I was like, I'm doing Cappen boat tour. So I built that one. And now I've got to figure out another one. I'll probably just pick it random. We'll see. Then in other cutesy video game news, I played a bunch of Disney Dreamlight Valley this week because there was a DLC update. In addition to the paid DLC, thankfully they are continuing to release free DLC, and this past week they released DLC that contained Monsters Inc. So I had plenty of Starlight, having played and not spent Starlight on anything for a long time because I've already unlocked everything. So I had plenty of Starlight to go into the Monsters Inc. universe and invite Sully and also Mike to join me in the Valley. And now there's more characters with more quests to do, so Disney Dreamlight Valley continues to keep me very busy. And in addition to the extra characters and missions, this DLC also introduced a new star path for Monsters Inc. However, this time around, I have decided that I'm not going to unlock I'm not going to waste Moonstones to unlock the premium star path, because looking at the rewards, I'm like, there's none of these I really want. So I'm not going to waste my Moonstones on that because it's just annoying. You know, like, what do I care? Like, I don't want any of these things. The only reward that I was like, that I need to have was a pink shirt and bow tie combo, which I got right away, and now I don't care. Because it wasn't under premium, it was great. It's one of the first rewards, and now I feel like I'm done. So, also in the game, I've been collecting lots of coins, and so I have plenty of coins to spend on things. And I had saved up enough that I was able to fully upgrade my house, and so now I could change the exterior of it. Of course, I didn't know how to change the exterior of my house. It's not very intuitive in the menus, so I had to Google it. But then I found out, and I was like, okay, like it's very simple to do once you know which buttons to push. And I haven't spent money on any of the like fancy house exteriors that they sell periodically, but somehow I have this like little cottage, and it's adorable, so I'm perfectly fine with that. So if something else comes along that I'm like, oh, that's amazing, I'm going to spend Moonstones on that, fine, but for now, the cottage is good enough for me. Another update came this week for Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, and I scrolled through the entire freaking patch notes, hoping that they would fix something that I wanted fixed. They did not. It's just a lot of bug fixes, and then they like tweaked some gameplay stuff I saw. So the one that might be helpful is, it sounds like they tweaked it so that like when you're sneaking around and you get caught, like you can hide, and then they won't necessarily come after you, and like, because that was always really annoying. I felt like once you got seen, like that was the end of your stealth mission. Now it sounds like you might be able to like go back into hiding, and if they didn't see you fully, you can like, they won't hit the alarms and you won't be completely ruined and have to start over again. Because sometimes I'm able to stealth my way through, other times I give up after a few tries and I'm just like, forget it, I'm just fighting my way through this because it's just not going to happen. I'm not going to stealth it, I will just lose whatever items I was supposed to get. But the one thing that I would like them to fix in Avatar, and they will never fix it because it isn't important to the majority of the game players, I'm sure, is the photo mode. This game is gorgeous. It has beautiful locations, and like, it's so detailed and gorgeous that I would love to be taking tons of virtual photographs of it. But I barely ever use photo mode because like, you can take beautiful scenery photos. They're great. But the characters, no. Like, some of the supporting cast, like, you can find like the other characters, like sometimes they'll be like doing something, they'll have like a little animation, you can get them like doing something interesting or in an interesting pose or whatever, and then you could take a snapshot of them. But to take a picture of your own character, it's horrible, because when you go into photo mode, you're just standing there looking like an idiot with a blank expression on your face, and it's horrible. Like, I'm not going to take a picture of that. And then they don't have poses or facial expressions like some of the other good photo modes do. So you can use emotes where they'll be like, hey, 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 and they just keep repeating, and then you have to sit there and like try to angle it just so, and then like you have to hit the capture button at the exact moment that you want. You can't pause it. It's so annoying. So I don't really take a lot of really cool action photos in Avatar because it's just not easy to do, or it's almost impossible sometimes. So I'd like them to add poses to the photo mode, change emotes to poses, but I don't see that happening. So there won't be a lot of photo mode, which is probably why I'm making more progress in Avatar than I normally would, because I'm not taking as many pictures. So that's helpful, I suppose. Thanks, Ubisoft, I guess. So that's it for this episode. Come back next time, and I'll see another movie and play other games or talk about something else. Who knows? Bye!